Chicken sandwich, what the hell? Man, everyone's going crazy over this Popeyes versus Chik Fil A thing. Then I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I have the credentials to show you my version of the chicken sandwich. I don't know, maybe it'll be better than Popeyes, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be better than Chik Fil A, maybe it won't. But let's give it a try. I'm gonna show you my chicken sandwich. Alright, first step is we're gonna take a 6-ounce chicken breast and trim off the fat. So you just want all the fat gone because it's gonna make it less chewy when you're cooking it. And you know, in reality, we're trying to keep all this very healthy. Next, I'm gonna take it fat side up and I'm gonna butterfly it all the way through. I want to get 2 slices out of this, so just like that. Next, we're going to take a little bit of kosher salt, season both sides. Set that aside. Next, we're going to lay out a little bit of saran wrap right on our table. We're going to place our chicken. Put a little bit more saran wrap right on top. Now here is where it gets fun. This is where you get to release some of your stress. If you're upset, if your boyfriend, girlfriend, someone pissed you off, this is your chance right now to get it out. So you're gonna take a little bit of a meat hammer and pound it nice and thin. You can see that I'm using the flat side, not the nice sharp side, because I don't want to damage the chicken breast. Now that it's pounded nice and thin, we're going to set this aside and get ready to bread it. Okay, here we have our breading setup. Here is a little bit of coconut flour, using coconut flour instead of all-purpose flour to keep it nice and healthy. 1 egg with just a little bit of water mixed up. Panko breadcrumbs. 1 cup of chopped almonds. So what I'm going to do is take the almonds and panko and mix them together. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of chipotle seasoning. Season the breadcrumbs. Always season your breadcrumbs because it gives it a little bit more of a taste. I'm going to take a little bit of blackening seasoning as well. And a pinch of kosher salt. Toss that all nice and together. And that is your breading that's going to be on the outside. Now the chicken breast is already on this side. So what you're going to do is take it, flour it. It's 1 cup of coconut flour, but you're not going to need it all. Just make sure that you get the flour on all sides. Nice and thin layer. Just like this, set it aside. If you don't flour it right, the egg won't stick to it. And if the egg doesn't stick to it, the breadcrumbs won't stick to that. So it's the process, just taking your time. So just making sure that you do it nice and thorough. So there you go. Now we're done with the flour. You can set that one aside. Now we're going to move down the line. And now you have your egg. And over here I have a nice little sheet pan where I'm going to transfer over to. So this procedure right here, since you're working by yourself, you have a clean hand, which is going to be your egg hand, and then you're going to keep your other hand away from the egg. That way you can move it this way. If not, you end up making a breaded chicken finger of your own hand. So now that the egg is nicely coated all around, I'm going to put it into this bowl. And like I said, moving it around with my other hand, making sure that I get the breading everywhere I want. If the bowl is too small like this one is, I can put it on the sheet pan, put some breading over it, pat it, and that works well too. So sometimes you just have to adapt on the fly. So I can move it around on here, making sure that I get all the breading. We got one more, same thing. So a little bit of egg, making sure not to leave a lot on there, making sure it's nicely coated. And back to the bread. So this is my version of the chicken sandwich. What I'm not doing is frying it. We're gonna show you how to cook it in a little bit, but I think frying it takes out the nutritional value that you can get from a good chicken sandwich. And you can see how much chicken this is. This is one chicken breast, which is 5 ounces. I split down the middle and pounded it. So you get more value for your money. Now we're gonna go on to cooking it. Now it's time to cook the chicken. I'm gonna take a saute pan, set it to medium heat. I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm gonna put the coconut oil in the center of the pan, let it melt, shifting it back and forth to get a nice thin layer of coconut oil all evenly throughout the pan. I'm not adding too much because I don't want to fry it. I just want to saute it. I'm gonna take my chicken breast, one of them at a time because 2 don't fit, and saute it 2 minutes on each side till golden brown. It's gonna give me a nice little crunchy layer and a little bite. Okay, it's been 2 minutes at this point. Now it's nice and golden brown. I'm going to take my chicken breast and set it aside on my nice clean pan. I'm going to repeat the process for the other chicken breast using the same amount of coconut oil. Now for the hardest choice in making the sandwich, what kind of bread are we going to use? There's only one bread that we can use for the sandwich to make it amazing. The one bread that Popeyes or Chik Fil A doesn't offer, the pretzel bun. So now we're going to take our pretzel bun and use the same pan with the same oil that was left over after searing our chicken, and then just nicely toasting it to get it nice and warm. What's better than a nice warm bun? There is nothing. So now we're gonna do that. Take your bun, move it around, getting that oil that's left over, and just moving it around. Make sure you don't touch the oil with your fingers. That will burn. Let it sit here, getting all the nice juices and everything left over from what you just made for about 2 minutes and nicely warm, and that's on low heat. Don't go medium heat, don't go high heat, because that will burn your bread. So just low heat, couple minutes, just to get that nice little buttery taste on the bun. All right, now it's time to build the sandwich. So what we got here is a nicely toasted pretzel bun. We toasted it with a little bit of coconut oil. I'm gonna do a little sriracha mayo on the bottom and on the top. We have 2 pieces of chicken breast cooked off here to the side. Every sandwich only gets 1, so this recipe makes you 2 sandwiches. Now I'm gonna take my chicken breast, cut it in half. Top it with 2 sliced pickles and put the lid on. That's it. That simple. At this point, there's only one thing left to do, and it's to do the taste test. Hopefully I can put this in my mouth. It's so good. The chicken breast is so tender, so fresh, a little crispiness, a little heat from the sriracha mayo, and then that pickle just balances well. So hopefully you learned something. You learned that you can make your own chicken sandwich at home, and that don't let social media influence you to go try all this different food, where you can make it yourself and healthier. This sandwich was made all with organic ingredients, as you saw, so it's a really healthy sandwich, and I think it hits the spot. So stay tuned till next week. As always, hit subscribe. Leave any comments down below. Love you guys. Till next time.